Good morning, good morning. We're gonna try this again. Give y'all a second to come in here. What's going on? Good morning, Dallas. At it again. Another day. Hello. Let me know you in here. Say something in the comment section. Let me know y'all hear me good. Good morning, good morning. What's going on? Y'all, regional life got me going through the house. Texas freight is moving. Everybody talking that shit that Texas freight ain't moving. Texas freight is moving. I'm definitely coming in and out of Dallas, in and out often. Very, very, very often. If it ain't that, it's Pflugerville. If it ain't that, it's Austin. If it ain't that, it's San Antonio. So if you have your own truck or whatever, you probably need to bring it down here to Texas and get moving. What's up, Shannon? Good morning, dear. Good morning. You ain't been on here in a minute. They gonna take a minute to get their behinds in. I'm gonna just start going live a little more often. Good morning, praise God, thank you, Jesus, and kick a little ass, Shannon, at the same time. Hey, Lord, it is well with the Lord, honey. It is well, honey. Doing pretty good, I hope. Hope everything's fine. I help you make your money. I think you're still leasing, right? All of you that's leasing right now, it ought to be feeling a little bit different because we're about to be in March. So, yeah, just hang on in. But I was just home, 5 times in 11 days running regional as a company driver here at USA Truck. So USA Truck so far, it ain't been such a bad experience. All I think about it, y'all, is this damn camera. This damn camera just gets on my nerves. It goes off 2 or 3 times a day. So to keep on top of my stuff, sometimes I just call and email them and check it and make sure I'm straight. Um, Always end up having to stop at least 1 or 2 hours to build my time. I never able to run my time out all the way down to the wire because we can't park on the side of the road. So that's not. But I praise God for my position. I praise God. It's getting me home. Like I said, super frequently. Sometimes it's only for a 10-hour reset. Sometimes it's for a whole 48 to 72 hours. But I'm sliding through Houston, so yeah, the freight is here. I just dropped another chewy load. Again, y'all keep telling y'all dog food is moving, so get on the load boards and see what's going on when it comes towards dog food and see how good it's popping for you. What? Congrats. Get up here for a minute, Shannon, and talk to us. Get up here for a minute. You gotta stay long, about 5, 10 minutes, and tell us how you're getting this done. You know what I'm saying? You graduated, sis. Hit the link. Just come up for a few minutes. You ain't gotta stay long. 5 or 10 minutes, and you go about your day. Over here, I got my regulars. They all behind. They all asses probably asleep, probably. 'Cause they be thinking they young. They think they could be on the truck community after hour. I think they can stay up all night long and go do something else in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm at the same pilot on Lancaster Road, And I'm a regular here. They know me and Sam already. They be giving Sam free treats and pitting on him and all that type of stuff. And accusing me of having a sport. I'm a regular parking here. That's just how frequently I'm going in and out. It's crazy. It's crazy when a truck stop people recognize you all the time. One of the security man told me last night, you ought to just get you a regular spot and pay for it monthly. I say no, because I have to pay for parking in Dallas. This is a negative part about Dallas besides the traffic. Yeah, besides the traffic, it's so hard to fucking park. It is so hard to park. Like it's crazy. You're gonna have to spend money for parking. You got to spend like $200-300 a month just to pay to park. If it wasn't for us getting uh oh there you go. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning.
That's it. Okay, here we go. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, my dear. How are you today? You look fine.
Oh, thank you. I'm stuck at this shipper since yesterday, and I'm just waiting for paperwork. It's been over an hour now, so I'm delayed,
Yeah.
delayed, delayed, delayed.
Okay, but first of all, I want to say congratulations, congratulations. Praise God, you deserve it. You're an absolute sweetheart. I adore watching you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, when I can, and you've been an absolute sweetheart for real, for real. So the success is beyond a blessing and beyond deserved for you.
I
It
all
is.
praise
It
be to the
is.
Most High. That's all I
Yes,
got to say.
yeah. Yes, yes. So tell us how you got to the third truck. I thought you were still just on your second.
I was until this one. So, um, had another driver who wanted to do a lease purchase. So,
Mhm.
so I hooked it up. So
So are you leasing through the company still, or are you going
I'm
outward?
I'm still leasing this brand new truck, um, and I'll have that done in 3 years. And then I bought on my own financing the red truck and now the champagne metallic truck
Okay.
they're both internationals. And then I got just bought a brand new trailer. And when I got the red truck, I got two trailers at that time. So,
Okay.
um, so
So tell me, like, from your experience, is it just better to have the relationship or the credit as far as purchasing equipment? Is it better to have relationship or credit? And because you
it's
touch
both.
both sides. You touch both sides, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta make both of those.
Mhm.
So number one, I don't know if anybody remembers, but I've worked very, very hard to get to this position
Mhm.
on my credit, because when
Mhm.
I came in at Dart, I don't know if you remember or not, but I was just finishing up an active bankruptcy,
Oh
a
Lord Jesus.
personal bankruptcy.
Yes, Jesus.
And so I came in with nothing.
Mhm.
And I was trying to, get to like trucking, and you had to have a truck to come here initially. And and
Mhm.
um and I had work to do. And so from day one, like, I started working on my credit, and I worked very, very hard at that. Um I would recommend that to anybody. Like, you got to have your credit together for your business, because when you start building business credit and you need to expand or
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
equipment or whatever,
Mhm.
even if you have to, if you get a large repair or anything like that, like, that's where you're going to rely on your credit,
Mhm.
because anything in business credit, you personally are the co-signer for that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
But
it depends
I want to
heavily
say
on your personal
right
credit.
there. Can I stop you right there? Praise
Yeah.
God for moving that for you. You came through
Oh my
bankruptcy.
God, girl.
You came through a real storm and trial, and you're soaring.
Yeah. And
Congratulations and praise God for that. You know what I'm saying? I have a homeboy right now. He's in bankruptcy. He took his ass to super ego. Only was over there for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
still not getting direction. Still not getting direction in his situation. And now he's somewhere else and he's complaining about that as well. You know what I'm saying? But you could be a shining example. You need to probably write a book about that. Cause there's so many people in trucking. No, really, for real, Shannon, it's so many people in trucking that need encouragement. Cause I was like that. I was gonna leave this alone and go work at me some Walmart, mama. I was gonna leave it alone. Don't touch nothing about it. But I've got a renewed faith in it, and I'm working towards getting my own. I've spent like $1,200 this month on just my debt alone, and I've never done that in my life. I've never
Good
been that
girl.
disciplined.
But
I've
that's a
never
praise
done that.
report.
I've never done that a day in my life. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
like I would tell you, like, if you're coming into this like with financial problems or kids to take care of and you
Yeah.
got huge home bills and whatever, like, God bless you. Now my situation's a little different because I own my house and I didn't have a mortgage payment or car. I don't have a car. Like, I went all in here. And I know some guys can't do that because they have children and whatever. Here comes my paperwork. Finally. but you gotta be prepared to sacrifice everything to get that debt paid off and get yourself in a good credit situation. Hang on.
Yeah. Good morning,
Thank you
Harpo.
so much. I
Good
appreciate
morning,
it.
Harpo. Yeah.
Do I have
Uh,
to
uh,
sign one of these for you?
Hold on, y'all. She's
Okay.
signing some paperwork. Give her a minute. Give her a minute.
Yeah.
Let her sign what she needs to sign. Yeah, this is wonderful news. Shannon Trucking is on to her third truck. Her third truck. This is a real testimony type moment. Uh, Celebrate type moment. I was just gonna ramble on by USA Truck this morning, but Shannon and changed the whole tone over here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you too.
Hey, Lord, oh my God.
Yeah,
Shout
like
out to the seven y'all in here. Y'all hit the like button and let me know you listening and watching down there. Okay.
I'm
So,
telling you, like I have Jeffrey like as a mentor now. Praise the Lord. I was able to, he invested in me, and I'm here,
yeah.
and it has allowed me, like, in my business. The age of your business matters too.
Yeah.
Once I hit 4 years on my business and survived,
Uh-huh.
and on top of trying to recover from the bankruptcy, like surviving
Yeah.
and starting the business in the hardest market ever.
Yeah.
And
Harpo was asking you a question. She said, can you give me a backstory on how she got there? She leased through the company she was with, and then she got financing outside, and the third truck now she's leasing through them. So that's she's done both sides, Harpo.
I'm
She's done both.
yeah, I'm leasing. So I'm lease purchasing this truck, and then
Uh-huh.
when my business credit came, I was able to expand my business, buy the 2 trailers, buy the first truck, or buy the second truck, and then now I've been able to increase and buy another truck and another trailer to help someone else out, because I'm trying to give back. Like, somebody invested in me, I'm invested in someone else to give them the same opportunity. And so now my business is about 5 years old. So your relationship with your bank, your bank
Uh-huh.
manager,
Uh-huh.
increasing, getting your credit above 700, and the age of your business is the
Uh-huh.
three key things that you need to really be prepared to sacrifice to build, because
Okay.
those are
Let,
the
let,
things
let me
that
ask you
have
this.
finally turned my business, like, and catapulted me forward.
What did you seek help? Did you seek a business consultant to help you build up from your first truck?
No, I have a strong business background from college.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You know, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always done a bunch of stuff. Like, it's in my blood. So, and I'm after it. Like, I'm after the hustle and all that stuff. So it's just, I learned a ton from YouTube,
Okay.
putting in the hours, watching how people move, studying
Uh-huh.
how rich people, do things, learning the strategies of finance, learning about how money really works, because my parents never taught me that.
Yeah.
They didn't know what I know now, and I will credit all of that to spending the hours driving and listening to YouTube videos, and just putting just studying and studying and studying and studying.
Uh, okay. Yes, a Harpo. She's a success story, like I said, because I have one that's in bankruptcy, and he's still gambling. He's doing like some other stuff. Um.
You got to get disciplined. Like, you can't, like, you are either in this for the business or you
Uh.
just in here for a job.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and at Like Trucking, we're trying to help build people that want to build their trucking business and be
Uh.
trucking
Uh.
entrepreneurs. And there's we have coaching,
Yeah.
we have a team that helps each other. Like, it's a great environment to learn and to grow, but you have to be disciplined. Like, I had to put a lot of
Uh.
fun stuff off. I had to spend time away from my family. I had to
Uh.
sacrifice a lot of things
Uh.
to really get to it. It
Uh.
wasn't easy at all.
But see, the thing of it is, Shannon, that we struggle with in trucking, we want success and time. See, I'm one of the ones, I want success and time a little bit because I've already been out here 8 to 9 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm
I
still not
I get it.
where I want to be. Still not where I
But
want to be.
it's realizing, like, okay, you could have done this back then better. You should have done this different, right? Those are all the things I was learning as I went and learned. And like, I really had to start studying money, loans, how financing works. You got to learn that stuff, because when it comes to, now you have equipment loans and this, and then you've got your income coming in, like, you have to understand what you need to do. And
Uh-huh.
if you're about your business, like, for everything else goes to the back burner, unless it's, and you've got to
Uh-huh.
figure out how to pay off your own debt to get your credit up.
Uh-huh.
It's all of that. Like, it
Uh-huh.
has been, I have been through all of that and a down market, and just
Uh-huh.
digging my fingernails and my teeth in, and I really want this, and I'm trying to create something that's a legacy for my family as well.
Uh-huh.
And I forewent having, um I didn't have to get an apartment or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and car payments. Like, to me, I made a choice to, like, I'm working towards that stuff still.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
I want to buy myself a nice car and this, that, and the other, but
Uh-huh.
it's not now. Your first 5 years of your business have got to be about your business, or you will
Thank you.
never reap
I
the
was my
reward.
suit. I was my suit behind well listening and heard that, I was listening to other people, but yeah,
It's okay. Every day you can make a change, and every day you can make a new decision, and every day is a new day. Like, don't ever give up. If it's really what you want, like, go after it, but understand that your energy and your
what's
decisions
up,
with what
fam?
you put your concentration into is number one.
We learn. Well, I already have a business consultant now, Sinister. But we're gonna definitely learn from Shannon. Cause we've watched Shannon. We've watched Shannon go through the trenches anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we all have our own background. We don't know what all sis has gone through. You don't know what all I've
Yeah,
gone through behind the
everybody's got a
scenes.
different
You
financial
know what I'm saying?
situation, and that's where, like, I knew, like, I had to learn about money. I had to learn
Yeah.
what they know that we don't know, right? And I went down those rabbit holes in YouTube, and I learned a lot,
Uh
and I had to take that and discipline myself, it, to try to start implementing some of those strategies so that I could get ahead of interest. I could get student loans down, like, and then I could had to get little credit cards to, play the game, right? You got to play the game. You got to spend some, you got to pay it off. You got to do this. Then you get another
huh.
one. I went through all that. That takes time. But
Yeah.
you got to play the game in order to get your credit up. And it was
She
definitely
she
hard.
owns Dirty Broke has a question. Do you own any of your equipment outright? And the first truck and the second truck she does, I believe.
No, no, I don't. I'm financed on all the equipment,
Okay.
all
Okay.
of it.
I
And
thought the first one was
I
paid off.
know people will be like, oh no, whatever. But you know what? No risk, no reward. And it takes money
Uh
to make money. And
huh.
the, the equipment pays for itself. That's what you need strategically. You have to understand where the equipment pays for itself,
Uh
and
huh.
when you have profit. But even now, like, I'm still investing into strategically paying down my loans, not this truck, because I have a lease purchase agreement, but the loans that I have that I've expanded with. And
Uh
every business does that. Every business does that. So, I mean, and you can do it different. You can do cash, truck, whatever. But regardless, like, I've got to have equipment that runs, that makes money, that pays for itself. And I'm not interested in buying, like, the cheapest piece of equipment. I don't
huh.
need repairs. I want trucks under warranty. My
Uh
trucks are standing under warranty. That protects my business from any, catastrophic whatever.
huh.
And and then you know, and the payments are relatively low on the trailers, but I gotta have them,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Uh-huh.
And at like trucking, like there's trailer, I can rent a trailer from Jeff, but I decided I had an opportunity to buy some
Uh-huh.
of his used trailers, and so that's what I did to have a lower payment and then have two pieces of equipment. All the stuff that I've learned financially and how to handle the stuff has
Uh-huh.
been the key. And it's
Uh-huh.
like, and I'm still like, I can still grow beyond right now, but I'm not going to. Like, I'm taking baby
Yeah.
steps and I'm being very
Okay.
careful. So
Do you have someone to help you dispatch? Or is that like internally, or
no,
do you handle it on
no.
your own?
Okay. So the other two trucks are, one is leased, and that's a full maintenance lease agreement. Hang on a
Uh-huh.
second. I gotta do one thing. And so he is under that, and he's happy with that, and I'm happy with that. That works, and he has to worry about nothing but paying for his fuel.
Uh-huh.
The new person coming on wants ownership, so he wanted to do a lease purchase program, and
Uh-huh.
so that's, you know, like anything else, I financed the deal basically,
Uh-huh.
and
So
and
your drivers don't pay a payment to the truck at all. They just cover fuel and other
the
minor expenses.
the lease driver the lease driver doesn't. He
Okay.
runs for a percentage.
Broker
And
percentage. Okay.
so then the lease purchase driver has a financed amount for the truck because they want ownership. So basically I was able to finance it for him
Uh-huh.
so that he has the opportunity to be here at Like Trucking and have all the business coaching and all the things that are, you know,
Uh-huh.
the team that is going to help him be
Uh-huh.
successful. So that's the opportunity that I was able to give to that person. So I kind of got both things going on, and you know, Mr. Lake goes over everything, so we make sure that everything is fair to everybody involved, and you know, there's no overcharging or no predatory nothing going on. Like we're
Uh-huh.
seriously trying to help people be in the
Uh-huh.
business of trucking and learn the
Uh-huh.
business.
Uh-huh.
And Jeff has been key to helping me, and
Uh-huh.
especially now that I'm having a growing fleet, and he's with me in every decision. He's been a great business partner, not a boss, not nothing like that, but a business partner. And so both trucks, though,
Uh-huh.
you have the option here to have Snorlord dispatch you if you
Uh-huh.
don't want to do the whole broker thing and whatever. And so
Uh-huh.
he's full-time dispatch for all of our Like drivers. And I
Uh-huh.
use him occasionally when I get stuck or in trouble, but I dispatch myself 100%. And then the lease driver has been being dispatched by Snorlord, but he just started
Uh-huh.
trying it himself, you know,
Uh-huh.
learning to do
Uh-huh.
it himself.
Uh-huh.
And so he's kind of spreading his wings a little bit. And then the new driver with the new truck is going to come in and have Snorlord dispatch him for 30 days so he can start
Uh-huh.
to learn, right?
Uh-huh.
This is how we can get, you know, help somebody to learn. And then he can keep doing that, or he has the choice to book his own loads and start trying it himself as he develops.
Okay. Now, when it comes to your trailers, that they both van trailers, correct? Both of your
Say that
trailers?
again?
Both of your trailers are van, right?
Oh, yeah, we're all dry van over here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if you would switch. Do you ever want to expand to reefer? Maybe.
No, because the cost is a lot. It's a lot
Okay.
for a reefer trailer. So I'm trying to keep the budget down so it's
Uh-huh.
manageable. And
Uh-huh.
we, you know, we just that's what we. I mean, it's not that we wouldn't have. We definitely would take somebody if they have their own reefer or
She's
whatever.
financing it all. Dirty Price said you asked if she owns the equipment. All right, I didn't catch that. Yeah, she's financing it all. She's financing
Yeah,
all through business credit and through leasing, but she's paying on percentage. So the driver, they don't have to carry the whole weight of the truck payment. I think that's what's really what she's offering to.
now the lease purchase driver does.
Okay.
The lease driver does not. It's full maintenance.
Uh
No worries about payments. They get a straight percentage when they run. They get their percentage. They make their money. If they
huh.
want to go home for whatever amount of time, there's no truck payment. He doesn't come out in the hole. I did that program for the reason that that's a lot of things that are really hard for, because I looked at myself at DART. When I went home, I was coming out in the hole. It causes financial trouble because then you got to take weeks to get up, pick back up, and get caught up and all that. Like, you stay in the crapper. And so I designed the program to be like, okay, what is the hardest thing for lease purchase driver, or excuse me, lease drivers, or anybody that just wants to come out and work but be their own boss, right? Because there's so much to learn.
Payment and fuel is the biggest two things for lease drivers.
Right. And so some people don't want all the administrative responsibility of this business, and but they want to do their own thing. They want to book their own loads. They want to do that, right? So I developed that program to eliminate the things that really choke you out in leasing a truck. And so we tried it, and it's successful. And the driver's happy with the money he's making. And, you know, the truck is still under warranty too, so that helps. But anything that happens, any of the maintenance, PMs, tires, whatever, I just automatically pay for them, and so the driver doesn't have to worry about the maintenance. So that creates a relief for the driver, and then when he goes home, he just doesn't make any money, and he can stay there. You know, if he wants to take a month off, he can, and it's no big deal. I cover the payment. And when he wants to make more money, he just comes out. So there's no stress. Like, and so it was going out on a limb, trying something like that. But it's been very successful. So that opportunity is available too. So yeah, you know, we're trying a couple of different things to help drivers, and the whole thing is we're trying to help people and grow people that want to grow the business and learn the business. But it's, you know, it's just that it takes discipline. So, you know, and I'm still in a spot where, like, if any driver fails or whatever, like, I'm prepared for that. So I understand the risk, you know what I'm saying? So, but I've got it all pretty much mapped out in a really good way. And
it sounds like you feel like you're very confident. It sounds like you feel very self-assured. You know,
yeah.
that's what comes when you set up a foundation in this thing. A lot of us, aside from Shannon, we jumped into lease and we didn't set up a good foundation. We just jumped and just did it and hope for the best and thought we'd work our behinds off and it would be successful.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's working. You're working for you. Like, go get it. Build your business. Like, this business is great, but you are going to have to understand that you've got to learn business. Like, this is real. This is real. You know what? And I had to spend 1,000 hours, you know, like, trying to understand money better, because there's so much more to learn in just the world of finance and banking and all. And you know, as a business owner, you need those relationships with creditors, your bank, your actual bank manager, all of that. Like, you are a professional, and so walk in it, stand in it, and do it, and learn the things that you have to learn. Like, it's not easy, but if you're serious, you want to build this business and do it, like, you're going to have to learn things that no one ever taught you, you know, and it's a lot, but it's worth it, you know, and because while you're aging your business, like, look at that, like, your first years 1 to 5, like, you were putting your nose to the grindstone and you were building that foundation. If you do that, if you really, really do that, and you learn all you can, especially if you have mentors, like, I really wanted to put myself in a position with mentors that can help me. You know, you want to be around people that are interested in helping you build your business. That's so important. And so that's what I got when I got to be with Jeff and, like, trucking. So that's important. You want strong people, strong business owners around you. And people that have done it already, so they can help you along. You know, it's all that. And so it's been such a journey and such a learning experience, and I just can't even believe it. You know, there was one video I did back at JB Hunt, way back at JB Hunt, before DART, before I even jumped out here. And I said my goal was to have 3 trucks, and so now I'm there way earlier than I ever thought. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, praise the Lord, and I'm
Yeah.
grinding, man. Like I'm grinding.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I was having a debate with TE, or hopefully he pops up in here in a minute. But he always says cash rules, and I say no. I say cash and credit go hand in hand. So what do you think? Do you think cash rule or cash and credit goes hand in hand? Now that
I
you
mean, look,
level.
it depends on your personal financial obligations,
Mhm.
because if your turbo goes out and it's whatever $10,000 or whatever, like, okay, so you bought your cash truck, cool. You save on the payments and the obligation to the bank, maybe with an older truck, but you've got, again, this goes back to discipline. You've got to have that money in the bank, and if you don't,
Mhm.
you need
Mhm.
the credit. So you can
Mhm.
finance you got to keep your wheels turning. So you need credit. Like, and everything, if you're really going to own a business and grow and be able to purchase another trailer or purchase another truck, like,
Mhm.
you're going to need business credit. And that requires your personal credit to be, over 700, because your
Mhm.
truck can puke anytime. Your motor can blow, whatever. Like, what are you going to do? Well,
Mhm.
your option is to go finance another truck. You can't even do
Mhm.
that, because maybe you paid too much in repairs trying to get that truck going, but it just ain't going to go. Now, your only other option, you're going to go back to a company job to work and save that money all over again, or do you have the
Mhm.
credit so you can go ahead and go get yourself a truck under warranty? I mean,
Mhm.
it's up to everybody how they're going to run their business, but I'm doing what I set out to do and what I want to do, and God is blessing it the whole entire way. And I make my decisions very carefully,
Mhm.
very calculated with math.
Mhm.
And Jeff has taught me so much about how to do the math in business and all that.
Mhm.
And it's just helped me so much. Like I've just, like, my mindset is different. It's even better. And I can see where I'm going. I can see the goal. Like, and it's math tells the truth. Yeah. And
Mhm.
math will tell you what you have to do. And sometimes it's hard, but
Mhm.
if you want it bad enough, like, you got to make your adjustments. You gotta get your home bill budget as low as possible. You might have to move in
Mhm.
the truck, and go with the new car and the clothes and all this stuff. Um,
I feel you. I
and
mean,
and
I have to keep my little apartment because for my mental health, but I don't have no car note. I'm not gonna have a car note period for a while. And but I commend you. Another thing I wanted to ask you was, okay, we talked about a little bit about the financing. So how is it managing everything? 'Cause it's a lot to
it's a lot.
still drive and drive because you're still driving. You're still driving and
Yeah.
to manage two other trucks. Some people think that's impossible. Like Dirty Broke, I wish Dirty Broke would come up here because he used to be a fleet owner. But some people say it's totally impossible. Like when I was trying to find people and dispatch people trucks, and I was still driving, they said it was impossible. I didn't make a
No, it's
lot of
not
money.
impossible.
I didn't make a lot of money, but I was able to do it a couple times. Yeah, a few handful of time, a little small piece of change. So how do you manage that and make sure that you stay alert, you don't tire yourself out, and your other two drivers are getting their needs met? You know what I'm saying?
I I do little pieces every day. Like, I watch my bank accounts every single day. I know exactly when bills are coming out. I know exactly, and I also pay myself payroll, so I'm running payroll for myself too. So I have all that set up, and, like, exactly,
Uh-huh.
and
You have somebody help you do your payroll at the bank? Is that
no, I do mine through QuickBooks, because I keep all my books through QuickBooks.
okay?
The
Okay.
books are a lot. I used to have a bookkeeper, but I got rid of that expense. It wasn't panning out, and so
Uh-huh.
I had to take the reins on that. And so that's added a lot to my plate as well. I check my books when I shut down at the end of the week. Like, it's on my books, so I can't relax until I've done my job. And then but I'm checking my bills, I'm checking my schedules, I'm checking my bank accounts every day, and just make it like that's it, because I have to. If I can't wait till the end of the week and try to do it all, like, you can't. I've got to be on it like a few minutes every morning, right when
Yeah.
I wake
Yeah.
up, and whatever. And then I'll even, at night, I'll check out, what's going on throughout the day. But I know exactly when things have to be in place.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's going well. Like, I was overwhelmed even thinking about it, but I'm just going
Uh-huh.
through the motions, and it's
Uh-huh.
manageable. It gets a little crazy, and sometimes I do have to take a couple of extra days off so I can catch up if I get behind, because I'll run, right? So sometimes I have to take office days and be like, all right, I got to buckle down. I got to hit the computer, make some phone calls. With QuickBooks, they have great customer service. So if you need help, like they'll walk you through stuff. They'll help you balance the accounts, they'll all this stuff. So some days I have to just stop driving just to catch up because I can't. I like to know that everything's on time and caught up and all my bookwork's out of the way. Like I can't drive around knowing that I'm a month behind on stuff. So I was doing that and I was procrastinating and I had to make myself stop doing that in order to be more successful. So yeah, it's a lot of hats, it's a lot of hats to wear. And so, but you can do it. Like, I mean, Jeffrey Lake was dispatching like 12 trucks or maybe 19 trucks. I don't know while he was driving. Like, you talk
Yeah, but
about
it's
a
not the
superpower.
same. It's not the same setup, and that's why you have to really pay attention. What Shannon's talking about was it's kind of a different setup than what Dirty Broke I think was in. I wish she come up here and broke it. Dirty Broke was a fleet owner. He had like 12 trucks.
Yeah, I'm sure Dirty Broke knows exactly what I'm saying right now because
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lot. And
I
Jeff did
think.
it out of his truck to start building like trucking. I can't even imagine. Like, I can't even imagine because there's times when I like right now, I'm managing a repair, making sure that I'm up to speed on that and knowing, what's going to be due on that. And then I got another truck coming. The guy's flying out to pick up his truck today. Like I got to, logistics of all that stuff is a lot too.
No, the
But
game was set up a little bit different with DB. That's why you have to watch him and her. They had a little bit different.
yeah,
I don't know
everybody's
if
different.
information files
So
on
I will
information
tell you, I
currently
got to
no.
get going.
And then
But thanks for having me on. But
thanks,
I
baby.
will
I
tell
thank
you,
you
like
so much.
everything's different. And so
Yeah.
it's up to you if you want to grow your business, like it's up to you learning what you have to do to move and
Yeah.
watching other people how they move so you can pick up and learn from them. And that's all I did. Like I
Watch the
just
right people. You gotta watch the right
yes.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really key. Watching the right people. I'm not gonna hold you up. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And
I'll come on next
congratulations.
time when I get some time. I love you and I am
Yes,
so
I love you to
glad that
death,
you were
baby.
doing
And
great.
congratulations. You're an inspiration because, like I said, I'm trying to get myself together, get my own shit this year. I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to
Yes.
graduate, and
No,
I
you're gonna
feel
do
so
it.
disciplined. I feel so disciplined, y'all. Thank you, babe.
You got to
Thank
get your
you.
blocks. You got to get all your blocks in order. But
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
doing that. I can tell. I'm so proud of you, and it's so awesome. And I love you. And I'll
Okay.
check back in with you next
Okay,
another
baby.
time.
Okay,
Okay.
baby. You be
All
safe
right. Love you
today.
guys. Peace out and be safe out there.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye, bye. All right. That's Shannon Thomas Trucking. Go check her out. Congratulations. I found out this morning when she popped on. So congratulations. But it can be done. But back to what Sin and Price was talking about. You have to understand that DB was set up differently. DB's also in PA. DB also was a fleet owner. I think he made it to 12, 13 trucks. So I don't think they used the exact same formula. So that's why you have to. Y'all just be saying stuff in the comment section. Y'all really haven't been watching a lot of people that we speak up. But I hope DB does come up for a minute, just for 5 10 minutes for me, and chop it up. KL Hill. A lot, and then DB is someone that has recently said on Truck Community they might go back to owning a truck. So the game is different. Trucking is not the same when DB was in it when he had his fleet. You know, freight was different, financing was different. I have a business consultant that I'm seeing. It's kind of expensive, but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I've been meeting with a realtor and all that kind of stuff. So I just been doing it. It's just that I've just not. You know what you have to do in reference to Shannon and what she's doing. And she's a single woman doing it. She has no husband. You know what I'm saying? And for me to reference back to myself when it comes to success, as ladies, a lot of us we've been through so much trauma, or we have a lack of confidence, a love for respect that we not only do we not take the time to build a foundation for success, we don't believe we can fully achieve it, right? And that fear is big time with me. It's been on me spiritually, mentally. Like I have like mental issues and things like that. So fear is been one of the biggest issues that keep you from success. See, right now when I look at my money and I add up all the things, I see value in every single dollar spent. I see ways to stretch my money. I see ways to invest my money. Like so far this month, I've spent over $1,200 towards my debt, and I'm not gonna stop and get the debt paid off next month. And I'm also taking $500 and investing into stock next month. And I've never done that in my life. I'm 40 years old, and I never took $500 to invest into no stock ever in my life. But I'm gonna do it. I've been saying I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm also gonna fast again in April. You know, so so for people like that, it's inspiration. I have people that I've listened to that just stay drowning and stay drowning. Um, in a CDO career and just still just not figuring things out. Hold on, y'all. My lights back off. Keep turning back off. They haven't sent a new load to me yet, y'all. My time come back at 10 o'clock. I barely got my ass here on time in a safely manner here in Dallas. Dallas, I might as well move here much as I come here. I might go make Dallas my new home. Shit, much as I slide through here. But yeah. So there's some people, and there's a lot of people that I was watching from YouTube that I thought was being successful, and the whole time we was getting fooled. They weren't really in real success. Uh, they just put on the front to us. So it's very important how she kept mentioning Mr. Jeff Man. It's very important that you send yourself around or connection to the right people. That's a big part of why Shannon is soaring. Yeah. Okay, keep working. Let me see. What'd you say? Your mentor. She's gonna mentor herself. I already have a mentor. I already have a mentor. You don't be listening to me saying. I already have a mentor. I already have a business consultant. I'm saying. Yeah, I already have somebody that I'm saying. But like I said, my eyes are getting open to a lot of different things. Like I said, trucking is not just one avenue. I mean, she's in drive-in. Y'all know I've been trying to get into tanker for a while. But like I said, I do feel like in my stomach, our industry is gonna boom, right? Because AI stuff, we already have enough problems in the industry as it is, and with humans, I don't see how making everything go computerized and self driving is going to clear out so many different things. So I do think that trucking is not done and over with. I don't believe that your CDL value has went away. I used to say that back like 2 3 years ago, but I'm starting to have a different spirit in mind right now. That, like I said, in Dallas, they throwing up new distributions. They have new distributions they have coming up right there, dead in the center of Houston, right there. The 45 Flying J, I have 45, y'all. They have a distribution that's going up right there down the street, literally 4 minutes from it. You know what I'm saying? And they put it together fast. So they say there's no money in it, and they say that we're drowning. But if you set yourself up a certain kind of way, and you don't live an extremely extravagant lifestyle, and that you're good with people, you know what I'm saying? You could be a particular type way out here. I believe that. I believe the industry's not done, and that's just my mindset. It's been my mindset um, for a while. Hold on. I was trying to correct the part you said about when you said DB said it was impossible. I was saying that's not what I remember him saying. I didn't say it was impossible. Maybe I must have misquoted. Maybe I must have misquoted what I said. But he was at a time where it was different when he had his fleet. When did I say what is that I said that was impossible? As far as owning a fleet, you have to break that down. Maybe I misquote what I said. Hit the link, D Price. You talking about as far as dispatching and driving? What are you talking about? Because I dispatched while I was out here driving, and I didn't make a lot of money, but I did find a few loads for a few people with their own authority. Yeah, but yeah, so that was a good one. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate you. Love for stopping out. I don't know where my regulars at. KL Shay buying. Stop eating no pork chops, bro. He's behind eating no pork chops over there at the TA. I saw it. I was like, Lord, I always got him a plate of food. Yeah. Yeah, but I already have someone I'm going to. I already have a direction where I want to go. Um, like I say, there's some things that it kind of it's some things is yes in my mind instead of being doubtful and what if and what is and what that. Because anything can happen, where can I go away? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, deep right. Hold on, sir. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to lower it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I was just trying to correct you because I think you did misspoke when you was explaining to the lady. You was asking her if it was you said something about DB and somebody else said it was impossible to build a fleet, drive and dispatch at the same time. And I was just trying to correct you because I don't remember him saying that it
I
was
didn't.
impossible.
I don't say that it was DB. I said in general. It was. I didn't hunt down. I said a lot of people said that it's impossible to do so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
that's what I said. Cause like I said, when DB was a fleet owner, like I said, that was a long before time. And see,
Hmm.
Shannon has set herself up to what she has. Shannon has set herself up. The biggest thing that you got to understand watching her success and her going up, she has set herself to be surrounded by support. That's why she gets the confidence and the knowledge and the know how to keep going up. I'm trying to remove this thing down. Hold on.
Yeah, I was listening. That's all. That situation is dope. That's dope. Good to see
Yeah,
somebody going for what they know. But nah, I was just
yeah,
trying to correct you. I don't because when I typed that, that's what I heard. So I don't know
um,
if I misheard you or you was misquoting what you were saying.
yeah. I misquoted.
So
I
I was just
misquoted what
trying
I
to
was
correct
saying
you.
because he's
Okay.
never said that, but it's just people in general have said
Right.
that. People in
Right. Right.
general have
Right.
said you won't be able to do that. My mom even said you won't be able to do that, and I was like, well, I mean, I did for a little while, but it's amazing how a lot of guys are not set up. Um are not set up a certain way out here with their own numbers. So you'd be surprised at that. They out here driving and they've got equipment. There you go. Okay. There you go, finally. So it took so long, damn it, for it to show. What you say?
But nah, that's all I was talking
I
about.
don't have. I mean, I have friends, but a mentor is someone that does it professionally all the time. You have friends. We're friends right now. We're talking. Friends and mentors are two different things.
Yeah, but what do you actually need a mentor for? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, your mentor
Um,
should be specific for a
well,
specific reason.
my business lady that I go to, she's for a particular reason as far as
Okay.
building businesses.
Got you. Got a
That what
business mentor. I got you.
that what she do.
I got you. I didn't know if you was talking about a general mentor or, you know.
Yeah, a mentor is someone that's what that person does is build up other people. Sometimes we don't know how to distinguish good friends and mentor and business people. There's a difference.
Right.
Saying because he's saying that there's a difference between the two. So I have a lady. I have support, but even with people like T Hill and Dirty Broke, they may be on assignment in their business to go a different way than me. So you can't really use them as a mentor. You can use them as support, but not a mentor. It's two different things.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
saying, D
that.
Price?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah, I
that makes
definitely
sense to you.
understand it.
And
That's
this is
that's
my
how
first.
I
This,
distinguish it like that as well. Like a
yeah,
mentor
yeah,
is for
yeah,
something specific, like they trying to teach
yeah,
me something specific.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Support is something totally different, it's generalized.
yeah. So it's not to knock off of the kings that I have around me. It's just that this is my first time, D Price. paying for someone to professionally come into my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first time, and it's the first time that I have been disciplined.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know if
Right.
it's just my age or God doing His work on me, but I'm just tired of not being at a certain level. Do you understand
Right.
about that? And
Right. Right.
when you be tired, King, and not being so, you will do almost anything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
That's when that sacrifice come into play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you.
You heard Shannon talk about sacrifice. And
Mhm.
I'm at that point where, if I got to eat all my meat out of cans for a month, that's how bad I am. You know what I'm saying? If I got
Okay.
to, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep my little place. I've gone down cheaper in my rent and things like that. I didn't want to do that, but I had to make that sacrifice. I'm not getting no car note, even though my car gets on my nerves. But I got to make that sacrifice. I gotta make
Yeah.
this.
Nothing wrong with it.
I gotta spend more money. Right? Like my checks are $1,200, $1,300. Like my last check, I took half of that, put that on my debt. Never done that.
That's a great thing. That's a
You know
great
what I'm saying?
thing. If you
I
ask
took
me.
$600 and put it on straight to a debt. Didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It felt like I
Yeah.
was on McDonald's pay. It
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
like I was on
I mean, but
McDonald's pay.
that's how it be when you. That's how it be when you get started. Like on you trying to accomplish something, and you
Yeah,
know when that sacrifice kick into play, you know
yeah, yeah,
what you can
yeah,
do, but you also know what you need to do to achieve that certain goal you trying to go for. So trust me, I know what it's like to sacrifice. Uh, I used to be a big time sneakerhead before I really
mm,
started getting myself together. So
yeah, yeah,
I went years without buying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the same
yeah,
mode, nothing. I wasn't even going nowhere
yeah,
just because I was trying to achieve that certain goal. You know what I'm saying? I look broke as
yeah.
hell. You know what I mean? But I was building myself, so I knew what I was trying to get to. So
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't even go out to eat that often like that. I don't even hit DoorDash as much. I hit DoorDash like maybe like once a week. Last time I was OTR, D price, I was ordering DoorDash like 2, 3 times a week. That's money went down the drain that I could have invested.
Hmm.
That's money I could have had my credit been up. My credit slowly going up. Now I'm at talk with my realtor, and I'm not just talking. I'm putting things into real action. It was hard doing that, putting $600 in my debt. It felt like I had made no money that week. You know what I'm saying? But I know
Yeah.
the long term game. If I'm blessed to turn 50 years old, I'll be set up totally differently. See, a lot of us, deep
Right.
price, like that are watching,
Right.
if they would have taught us a business class while they was hurrying up handing us the keys, if they'd have made that mandatory to speak with a business consultant for at least one conversation when I first was in other leases, I would be set up totally different. I would understood my money. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah, but
mind,
I get
I
what
would,
you're saying, Shay, but that's
yeah,
not up to them. We can't put that blame on to them. You know, that's up to
uh,
us. We have to want to learn about that stuff because they in the business to make money. So if
yeah,
you don't take a business class and you fuck over whatever the situation is, they are the ones that's going to benefit off of that, regardless.
uh,
So it's not up to them. It's up to you.
yeah. But
That's
I'm
where that
just saying,
sacrifice come into play, though.
they expect us to her selling keys in our hand. It would be nice. If since they're
Right.
gonna make so much money off you, it would have been
Right.
nice. It don't cost them no money because they already set up a certain way anyway to get all these
Right.
trucks.
Yeah,
It
it's
would have
great
been
what it would
nice.
be. It's
It,
great
and,
to what it would be, but
yeah, yeah,
that ain't the business they in.
and another thing, D price. Like when I was out there leasing, I would go a week or two, and when I wouldn't have no real check, and the third week I would get a check, and I would blow half that check or spend it on bills. And when I
Yeah,
think
see.
about it, 100, $200 could have been saved, but I was just so frustrated and I was so tired, and being irresponsible and just fuck it type attitude. And you
Mm-hmm.
cannot have, if you're out here leasing or own equipment, you cannot have an effort type attitude.
Mm-mm.
You cannot. Those weeks that you have a loss, you got to go into the next week different mind game. You have to be willing to stay out different. You have to make sure if you have your own authority, make sure you mix mingle with more brokers. Make sure you're willing to go out your comfort zone. Maybe you have to go up higher than just Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? You have to go get your hazmat. You have to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't thinking in those avenues when I was leasing. When I was leasing, I didn't have my hazmat. And I
Mm.
don't know if that would have made a difference for me, D Price, and I was leasing.
Yeah, I'm
You
pretty
you
sure it
understand
could
what I'm
have.
saying?
Uh,
I don't know if that would open up the door. I could kill baby boo if I
yeah,
had enough money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have. If you think about it now, will it open up more doors now?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, so I
It
look
could
at it
it
the
can open
same
up
way.
doors now. It can open up doors then. You feel what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
So it's a,
It was all in the research. It was
yeah.
all in the
That's what I'm
research.
saying. In educating yourself and seeking
Right.
it's okay to have support, but I'm gonna tell y'all just personally, not I'm talking to a business consultant. It's better to also seek professional help. Find you one that may be in your budget. Find you one that you may have to see maybe once or twice out the year. It doesn't matter, but just seek you some professional help, whether it's mental health, your body health, business health, any and all that stuff. And I'm gonna say it right now. Just seek the help. I don't want to start crying, but it's we tell ourselves, especially women, especially single women, you know what I'm saying, that we can work it out ourselves. We're strong. You know what I'm saying? We can do it
Hmm.
ourselves, whatever. We can figure it out ourselves, and we get this mindset, and it's almost halfway like a curse that we put on ourselves. That oh, it just ain't meant. And God has so much more for you. God has so much
Right.
more for you to do. It's so much more people that you to help you. And
Oh, shit, I'm going out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is that me or her? Oh, she fell off.
yeah, it's so much more for you connect me. It's so much more you really can do. That business that you have, it is attainable. You know what I'm saying? You just may not be able to set yourself up the right way. You may not be reaching the right targeted audience if you're in sales. I mean, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
nothing. It's not. A lot of people say I'm gonna do it myself, and there are success stories that did it themselves. They are, but they might have been blessed at the right time, and they made a move at the right timing when God asked them to move. You don't know all these situations, and you don't know when they got successful. You know what all happened to money or success. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really go by that. You gotta look at your situation, your own individuality, and your own kingdom mindset. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because everybody has their own path. I think Saints said it back in the day. Everybody has their own path. There is not no one road to success. So to
That's
me,
true.
I'm breaking that. I'm breaking that deep price and not seeking help. I'm break this year. I'm not this year. I'm breaking and not seeking help, and I'm breaking that whatever is not attainable. That's what
What
I'm
you mean?
breaking.
What you mean? Not
Whatever's not
attainable?
attainable. Whatever's not attainable. Whatever you've been telling yourself that you can't do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Whatever
You
it
breaking
is.
that mindset. You breaking
Yeah,
that
yeah,
mindset of
yeah, yeah, yeah,
things are unattainable. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I can have my own house with a 50-some thousand a year salary. I can do
Yes,
it.
you can.
I don't. I don't.
Yes,
I
you
don't have
can.
to. I don't have to have a husband. I don't have to have make a whole lot of money. I don't have to what the what else. I've been out here for 9 years almost. It's been what else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I pulled through it. You know what I'm saying? I've been out in weather, chain and stuff on the side of the highway, and I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I've been through
Hmm.
state grades. I've done it. I've been through breakdowns. I've done it. I've been messed with at shops and harassed. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
God has pulled me through. So you have to shake that kind of off. So it's a little costly, but I'm seeing the results slowly.
Right.
I'm
That's a
seeing the
bless.
results. Yeah,
That's a blessing that you changing your mindset in the
yeah,
first place, because you used to have a lot of pushback when people would try to help out and just encourage you
yeah,
of other things to do. They used to always have pushback against it, and say why you couldn't do it,
yeah.
why it wasn't unattainable. So it's good to hear that you are actually working on yourself for that.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's
get
a
you one.
blessing. God
Yeah,
bless.
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like even with my parents, I haven't gave my mom any drop of money this month, and I made my mind not to. Now I may help her next month, but this month she hasn't received anything from me, and I've never done that in my 40 years. I've never done
Mm,
that since I've been working since I was 14 years old, my first job. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? But then you gotta look at the other side, D price. I've been working since I was 14. I should have $1 million in the bank, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Not spending
yeah,
money, not
yeah,
and
yeah.
giving away money to family, overspending, letting depression rule.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all that and above. But it's the first month I have not given her not 1 cent of my money. and it's hard. It's hard. I sent her something for Valentine's Day, but as far as money in her pocket, the $200-300 in her pocket or whatever, didn't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't do
Well,
that, and that's the first.
I don't see. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say that's something that you was doing on the regular, knowing that you couldn't afford it. That's
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm the oldest of four, so I've always kind of been made to be responsible. I got snatched out of a lot of activities in high school because I had three younger siblings. I could not be in a lot of stuff after school. I had to go straight off the school bus, live with my backpack on my back, steal and go walk to get a babysitter to get my baby sister. That's how it was in my house. I wasn't allowed. See, and I noticed that when a child's not able to have activities, I didn't have a chance to build up certain characters up. You understand what I'm saying? I was
yeah, I got you.
so Yeah, I had to come home, cook, do a little laundry, change diapers, make bottles, try to do my homework, then get up in the morning and do it all over again. That was my life.
Hmm.
And that foundation that you do to your kids in middle school and high school, they carry it over in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? So
So you felt
yeah,
obligated. It was your
yeah. I've
obligation
always
to
have.
do
I've
for.
always felt obligated. I've always felt obligated. You know, um, out here. What's up, DL? Oh, it stopped. It's been stopped. It's been stopped. It's been stopped. You have to finally look at your life, and I don't care. It used to take care of your kids. I don't care if you've been to jail. A lot of parents use that too. They've been to jail and all kinds of. They use that as an anchor to help people back. You got to take out at least 6 months, you know, and look at your own life. I have a little bit of money saved, but I'm like I said, me and my realtor, we coming up with a game plan. We got a game plan going, and we sat and talked the other day for a long time. And she got on me and she said, sometimes with family, and she said it herself in testament, talking to me, just giving her testimony and talking that family can rob you. They can
Mhm.
rob you. We feel obligated because especially by yourself. You're a single man or a single woman. You feel like you always have to give to mama and sister. Otherwise, you're not gonna have nobody. And that may be right. We're not
Right,
saying that we ever help them, but all I'm saying is preaching is just to pull back a little bit. You have to
right,
always
right.
feel like you're in a guilt trip every single month to give and give, give. I was making $500 to $700 a week, right, and paying
And still
thirteen hundred
giving.
dollars. Yeah, yeah, I sure was deep, right, and paying $1,300 a month for the last apartment y'all saw me in, 1,300 a month for rent, and still giving my mom money.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's tough. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something you had to break. That's tough. Like I said, you really wasn't in a situation where you could afford to give like that. So
oh
that's
yeah,
tough.
wait.
Yeah, you got to
Sinister.
build on. At some point, you got to build
I'm
on
not even gonna
yourself.
highlight that
Now,
last question.
let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Shape, are you in the 10K challenge?
No, but I
But
need to
that's
be. I
yeah.
need to be.
I would say that's a good thing because once I figured it out, once I heard of it, I'm
Mm,
looking at it. That's a good practice for you building a repetition on how
yeah,
to save.
yeah.
Especially for someone who's not used to saving like that.
You know what I've been doing personally for myself, the price. You know what I've been
Hmm.
doing? Every time I swipe my card or I tap, I put $1 in my savings. I've been making myself put $1 in my savings every single
Yeah,
day. Just a
yeah,
dollar. It's,
but
it's
that's
just a
tricky.
dollar.
That's still
You know what
tricky.
I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
still tricky because
yeah.
you can still overspend trying to save more. You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
So subconsciously, you can just
mm,
spend trying to save more.
mm,
But saving like that 10K challenge, if you were to join that 10K challenge, you looking at that like a bill, that your saving is a bill. That's
mm,
the as soon as you get paid, you go ahead and you
mm,
paying your future self already. You put that money away. I done paid that bill. That's in savings.
mm,
It ain't like the money going nowhere. And you
mm.
already talking about getting a house, right?
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows? You could be using that 10K to save up to put down on your house.
yeah,
But it's a practice that will teach you how to, be more responsible with your money.
yeah. But that's just
So,
what I've been doing since halfway in middle of January. I
hmm
put $1 in. I just transfer $1 over per day. I don't do it every
yeah,
time I swipe, but I do it just per day. I just train myself to do it. You know
That's
what I'm
cool.
saying? Yeah,
That's the
you know what
start.
I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all know I cook majority of my meals, so I don't really go out to eat or order DoorDash that much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just, this is what I do, but I'm definitely probably gonna get a part of that. But like I said, when me and her talked about the game plan, and how she's helped other women, like it's other women that was fresh out of college with $20,000 worth of debt from school and never been
Mm-hmm.
in a house before, and you know how she broke it down and that I've been driving for the last 8 years, so that's stable. That's a stable type place to be in. I've had a CDL and I kept CDL driving for 8 years, and just how money and budgeting and being a realistic. The biggest thing that she had to break it down to me yesterday was having a realistic mind of what I can afford.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And have a realistic mind of what I'll be looking at, and that was the thing, because how you want this and that and the other,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the biggest thing she had to break with me yesterday, is getting real to my real budget and the 50 some thousand that I make and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was the biggest thing. So I know that it may not have all the bells and whistles, the price that I really want, but I can definitely set up roots somewhere and be comfortable. And the biggest thing, being a first time buyer, because I've never owned a home before, because they
Mm-hmm.
about to open up. If y'all don't know, America has the most houses on the market for sale right now. So this is a buyer's market right now. Okay, it's so set up right now for you. They're working out so many ways if you're a first time buyer to get your own land or property or home. Right, but the thing of it is, you just have to have a realistic mind of what you're looking at. I mean, I know you see a lot of big, beautiful houses and all that kind of stuff, but you have to
Mm-hmm.
bring it down. So that was the biggest thing that she was keep pointing and telling me go certain houses to go look at, certain houses that she has on the market that she represents right now, um, for my budget. Because me, and I'm a woman. I guess all women have that kind of problem. We get all big headed and we want this and we want that. You know, but it's like, I may have to get a house that don't have a garage to it. I may have to have one with a carport. I may have to have one with no carport or just a driveway. I may have to have a house with one bathroom. It was just getting to a realistic line and setting up the game plan for me. I felt
Mm-hmm.
very comfortable in a conversation, you know, um, really with her, um, as far as going
But
forward. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But having
But
my
the
own home myself is very much attainable. Very real,
now
very attainable.
let me give you add to that. Being a homeowner myself, I'm gonna say like this. What I think uh the biggest thing you're gonna need in order to be a homeowner is you're gonna have to have discipline. You're gonna have to have financial discipline.
Mhm,
If you get what I'm saying?
mhm,
You need to, like, even when you're talking about budgets, you have to know the discipline. You got to be disciplined to be able to construct a realized budget.
mhm.
Yeah. Now you can say this is my budget based off of what I make there, what I make there. But then once you start living, you get that house, and then you want this and you want that.
Mhm.
Does that actually, are you disciplined enough to not get that stuff so you can still follow your budget?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm an
Okay.
Amazon, Walmart girl. Yeah, yeah. T Hill. He gets on me about Love Wally. But I'm a, I'm very much somebody that I'm very frugal. That's how I made it my last appointment. I was getting coupons and digital coupons, D price, and I was just too embarrassed to show y'all online. You know
Sure.
what I'm
Ain't
saying? I,
nothing
was- I
to
was I was I was flipping coupons and stuff. Yeah, I'm a
ain't nothing
realtor, but
wrong with that.
I don't have my license active. Sin. I don't have my license active, but yes, I do have a license as a real estate agent. But even with that, I got discouraged in that because because you know why I saying I wasn't even the right person. When I had first got my license, and I was at Keller, we were just sidebar real fast, Steve Price. We gonna come back. I got placed in it later. They didn't really see me successful. And she was thinking about herself, so I got discouraged in that, and I shouldn't have. I should have kept going. You know, but just tired, frustrated, and wanting immediate success. Sometimes when we do stuff, we want to see an immediate return, you know, and
Right.
it doesn't always take a long, long time. I don't say just stay in something for years and don't see no return, but just give it more time. I only gave it like about 6, 7 months, I think, and I left that alone. You
Mm.
understand? I was at the Keller Williams over there on Westheimer in Houston. That's where I first went to. right there. It's like kind of diagonal, like about 4 or 5 minutes away from the Galleria. Keller Williams has an office right there if they haven't moved it. Yeah, yeah, but we had a very very realistic conversation on what I can attain, and she's definitely um it cost like $200. Seeing it cost 200, but our conversation D price was, being realistic, just being realistic,
Right.
and she pointed out like 7 8 different houses that she's listing right now that's underneath her that would be very attainable. Because I went and lit up and pulled up my W-2s from last year, and I gave her the total of what they are, and she's helped a lady with less than that, making like 48,000. Now the house is not extremely extravagant, but it's her own
Right.
home and everything's livable, workable, and that's what we gonna have to just have a realistic mind. And like I said, I can always
Yeah.
make it what I want to make it on the inside. So that's what it's getting to right now, D Price.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it's
hear
getting
you.
to.
Now, I keep hearing
Yeah,
you saying key words though, like obtainable and discipline is two totally different things. You can obtain some things, but doesn't mean you disciplined enough to keep it. So be careful with
yeah,
that. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Be careful with that.
yeah. But she told me I can't get nothing in my name past April. So whatever I'm doing, anything major past
Right.
April. You know, my lease is up in October, y'all. So the game plan is for October. So let's just, and like I said, I've been thinking about ways of getting a second income since I slide through the house so much. I thought about selling me some plates. I mean, I thought about doing, like I said, I was just home 4 or 5 different times in 11 days. So I thought about, renting out a little kitchen, paying at $80 an hour, and selling some plates sometimes. That's what I thought about doing. Just an extra income. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, my checks are good enough. My checks are 1,200, 1,400, 900 a week. It's way more enough money as a company driver. My bills are not extremely high. Like all of my bills are like 15, 1,600 a month. That's insurance. That's $100 for groceries. There's 50, $60 a person need if you want to buy me a dress or something like that. Um, car insurance. My car insurance is like $70. You know, so that's all my bills. So it's not nothing to obtain. But yeah, a realistic
I hear you.
mind.
All right, though, Shape. Let me get out of here. I need to go get some work done.
All right, boy, I appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to see that on here. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that deal. That's boring. If it ain't drama, they don't like to watch it. You know that. That's why you don't see me buy alcohol a whole lot like I used to. I don't have a big taste for alcohol like I used to, and like I said, it's a bill. Alcohol is expensive to buy every single month. Yes, and yeah, that's the best. That's the best way. I buy a plate as long as you don't burn up the rice again. Hey, get off about the rice. Get off about the rice. That rice was messed up when I opened up the package. Get off about the rice. You know how it is. Walmart messed me up that day. But yeah, y'all stay prayed up. Y'all stay prayed up for me. I don't know what to heal last at. I don't know where you at, bro. Where you? This is a good live though. Shannon, D Price, this is a real good live. This is the type of lives I want to continue to have. We can talk about stuff. We can talk things that going on. Like I said, shout out to Married to the Miles for this video. Um, and also none of the negative. It's just information. Hold on. Who is this up here? Hold on, baby. What's going
Shape,
on,
shape.
sir?
What's
What's
happening?
going on? What's
What's good
happening,
with you?
sir? You had something to add on to what Shannon had to say earlier. You
Uh,
was in there.
no, she answered the question. I was just
Okay,
asking, was
okay,
internet
okay,
equipment paid for?
okay,
What, you can ready to
okay.
end the show?
Oh no, I'm good. You can
Oh,
go.
okay.
You can go.
Oh, no, no, no. That's no. I was just stopping in.
Okay.
I figured I seen you live. I don't get a chance to catch you, so I said, well, let me go by there, show Shape some love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was wondering if you left me alone. Okay, I say I lost DB
No,
now.
when you go live, you know,
Really?
shape. You know, I ride at night, so I'm a
Yes,
night
sir.
rider. Yeah, I don't ride it. In the daytime. I'm home now, and I just got home, so I'm settling in. So, but no, y'all had a little thing, good thing going on over there on the live feed
Oh yeah. Oh
with
yeah.
Shannon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to sis. You're really doing it. But you and Pink Lady Trucker and Steven, she's on her third truck as well, leasing.
That's
She's
what's
doing
up.
her straight through leasing. So the ladies are doing
Congratulations
it.
to her.
The ladies are doing it
Congratulations to
right
the
now.
ladies. Shout out to them.
They doing it right now. They are doing the man. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah. Man,
learn.
man, got to step their game up, right?
Yeah. Now I wanna ask you this. I wanna hear directly from you.
Go ahead.
Now the rumor is that you was trying to go back to buying a truck. Is that true?
No.
Okay. You
Mm-mm.
didn't say that on Truck Community.
I think I might. I know. I think the question came about was I'm not opposed to it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? If the
Okay.
right
Okay.
situation presented itself, because somebody had asked me, and I said if the right situation presented itself, I would buy a truck. Now that don't mean I would drive it, but I would buy it and probably put a driver in it because I don't want to be over the road. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It doesn't over the
Okay.
road just don't fit my lifestyle. So I
Okay.
would bet.
Okay.
But the right opportunity had to present itself in order for me to do that.
Yeah. What about just having a driver? I mean, you're in PA, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys that hold a CDL
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
area.
I'm not opposed to anything. I don't close the door on anything. If I
Mm.
think I can make some money at it for me, of course, and the driver, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think Shannon's doing a beautiful thing, and the thing that's encouraging about it, she's doing it by herself. She doesn't have a husband. She just has the right support, the right mentorship, the right foundation, the right type of mindset, the right type of encouragement. And she took out the time to encourage on here today, which says a lot about our situation as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Some people, when they go on over there, just go totally ghost on you. You know what I'm saying? But she had the time to come and speak, breathe some real good words over here today. So that says a lot.
Hmm.
That says when a person lets you into their success, they let you know they totally are in the right mindset. They totally are confident. They totally are doing not just feeling good, but doing good. 'Cause they're not scared to let
Hmm.
you see it. Sometimes people are going up, they keep it all hidden, and those type of people I kind of be wary of.
No,
You know what I'm saying? That's me personally.
I actually promote that. Stand down
Uh,
until you come up. I don't really.
uh, uh,
I'm not really the type that like to show people why you trying to achieve something. Wait until you achieve it, and then I don't mind showing people. But while
yeah,
you doing it, because it can distract you.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And not to say
Mhm.
everybody will be a distraction, but a lot of people will distract you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you shouldn't do it this way. Why are you doing it that way? You'll start hearing all that kind of stuff. The
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
But for
Well,
certain situations like her, for somebody we watch and seen her do the work, we watch Shannon do the work. We watch her be dedicated,
hmm.
and so see her be successful. For me, is a hand clap. It is a huge,
Hmm.
huge, huge, big hand clap for her, and I'm trying to get just like her.
I wanted to
Nah.
talk to you about the real estate thing a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you had said you had got your license, right?
Yeah, I have it. It's just sitting on the shelf. It's just
So
sitting
you
up.
got so it's not active. You took your boards
No,
and
it's
all
not
that.
active. I would have to take a class for a week and get it back active.
Right. Now, how many
Yeah.
questions is it for your boards down there in the state of Texas?
I think it's like 50 when you go to the place to take it. I think it's like 50 questions. I think it is.
Hmm.
You only got 3 times to pass it though. Then they make you take the whole class all over again.
Okay. Okay.
I think for Texas, I don't know how PA does. I know your wife does real estate.
Hmm.
I didn't know she
Hmm.
did real estate until a recent time. I forgot she did. I know you
Yeah,
talked
she
about
been
it.
yeah she been an agent over 20 years now. But she doesn't
Yeah.
do open house or anything like that. She just strictly do referrals now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because doing open house, that's a lot of sitting and waiting and all that, and she don't want to do all that. She'll just get a
Uh,
referral and just get her commission, her piece of the referral, and that's it. Keep it moving. Don't have to show any houses. Don't have to go to closings. None of that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, that's good for us. See, me, I kind of want to go. I kind of want to own some property. That's what I kind of like to go with it instead of just helping people buy and sell. I would like to own.
Well, you
eventually.
don't have to
Let
be
me
an
get to
agent.
that.
You don't have to be an agent for that.
Yeah, but I took it to know what's going on. I took
Oh,
it
I
to know
got
what's
you. So
going
you can
on, know what I'm
understand.
looking at. Yeah, I
Hmm.
can understand what's going on, what I'm looking at,
Kind of
how the
learn the
papers
ropes.
look, how when you're presenting things to underwriting and all the type of stuff. You got to have your stuff together. You can't present that stuff any kind of
Yeah,
way.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because
So
everything you do in
yeah,
real estate is
yeah,
contractual. So
yes, yes,
your
yes.
I's got to be dotted and T's
Yes, sir.
crossed. You know what I mean?
They will not.
Well,
They will
I'm
not
sure.
press that paperwork through if that
I'm
paperwork does
sure
not
you.
look
I'm sure
right.
you went through that in your schooling when you was
Yeah,
taking your
yeah.
boards. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, shout out to
understanding
your wife for
contracts.
handling it and holding it down on her end up there in PA because PA is kind of a tougher market.
Mm,
The upper East End is a tough market. I think the toughest market I think in California. So she's making
mm-hmm,
money. Shout out, salute to her, for real. But now, yeah,
mm-hmm,
yesterday was a good meeting for me, and
mm-hmm,
I felt confident when the conversation was over with. I felt very
mm-hmm.
very confident and very reassured, and like I said, it won't be a big oversized mansion. It won't be all the bells and whistles that I may like or want in my dream home, but it'd be planting roots. It'd be me planting
Mm-hmm.
roots somewhere and things like that. So,
Now you said you was with Keller Williams. What are they stipulations over there to keep your license over there with them? They got a lot of
um,
fees.
the fees then were like 300-400 a month.
And what do they give you for the what do they give you for that?
They give you like an office. They give you like an
Okay.
office. They gave you contacts to the MLS. They gave you contacts to contractors and things that they have relationships with. And inspectors,
Mm-hmm.
they already have an in-house of inspectors and contractors that they deal with on a regular basis. So they give
Right.
you that. They give you the software system on the computer. They gave you a space to meet with your clients, office that you
Right.
can
Right.
use, and things like that. They gave you a setup, little miniature setup that you can just change the name on when you do open houses.
They give you
Um,
signs and all that in that
yeah, they give
packet.
you signs out in
How
that
many
packet. Yeah,
how many signs they give you?
I think it's only like six. It's some
Like six
years
signs.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like six in that packet. But I had to
Hmm.
go through a credit card, and it's
Do
like a
they make you
monthly.
carry your own supply your own lock boxes, or they give that to you? They
Uh,
provide you with
I
that.
I had to buy mine. I don't know if they changed it since then. I had to buy that separately for the
Hmm.
lockbox. Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah. They may have changed Keller Williams now. They may have changed it over there in Westheimer, but you got to
Right.
go
Right.
check it out. I was thinking about if I was gonna go back to it, I may go to EXP. I thought
Hmm.
about it going back, but let me stay on task first. You know what I'm saying? Stay one step at a
Hmm.
time, doing what I need to do. That's what we're gonna do. We ain't gonna go all over the place. We're gonna do all kind of
Gotcha.
different stuff. We
So
locked in.
what's the task? What you trying to do first?
Um, give me some property or my house. My
Okay.
property, my
Okay.
house. The credit score increasing. Um, hopefully by October, my all three of my credit scores will be where I want it to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, it was this month I spent $1,200 on my bills,
Are
on
you
just
carrying a
debt.
lot of debt?
Um, when we talked about my debt was like already under 30%. What I gave her was all of my credit when we was talking yesterday, and my
Hmm.
income. Um, yeah, my income it's already under 30% already. I think I'm right at
Is
28 or 29.
is this
You
mainly
know,
credit card debt or what? Or you got other student loans or only?
it's different things. It's credit cards, it's student loans, it's medical bills. It's
Hmm.
that kind of stuff right there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But medical
yeah,
medical bills really don't prevent you from making moves. They
yeah.
don't
But
they don't look at
it still impact your credit though.
yeah, it's going to impact your credit, but it is not if you as long as you got everything else in order. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't carrying credit card debt and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's more impactful. You know what I mean? Than medical.
Okay. Yeah, but
Hmm.
it still brings it down. So I have some things that I battle cancer that I'm still paying on and things like that. That's still on
Hmm.
me. But I'm right at 28, 29%. I'm not at 30 or over for the money that I make from last year and going into this year.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah.
Are
So
you are you current on
yeah,
your student loans?
yes, I am.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. But I'm like I said, I'm trying to knock those out. One of them I'm about to knock out by next month. Yeah,
Hmm.
one of them about to be gone. For real, for real. I'm tired of looking at it on my credit. To be very honest with you, you know how you just tired of looking at
Oh
something.
yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I mean, you know what?
You know
You
how
know
you
what?
just tired of
That's
looking at something.
actually
I'm just as tired of you nagging me. Damn it,
that's
for my
actually a
monthly
good
payment. I just want to be gone by now. You know.
that's actually a good attitude to have because then you're going to work towards it to getting it paid off. Are you
Yeah.
using the system to get your credit paid down? And
I'm trying to use from 30 to 50% of all my checks. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm
you
trying to
heard
do.
you heard of the snowball effect?
No, explain the snowball effect.
That's when you take your like your credit card debt as an example. Any credit card debt you got, you
Uh-huh.
take the smallest balance first. You just pay the minimum on everything else, but pay the maximum on your smallest balance and get that out of the way. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? So whatever credit card you have the smallest balance on, you put the most amount of money on that. All your other credit cards, you just pay the minimum on that until you
Uh-huh.
get that first one out the way. And then you just
Uh-huh.
move to the second one, do the
Uh-huh.
same thing, move to the third one. That's called the snowball.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm. Because when
Okay.
you're trying to just pay all of them, the same amount at the same time, it just kind of takes you longer. But if you just did the snowball effect, like I said, you just pay the maximum amount of money you can pay on that the smallest
Uh-huh.
debt you're carrying, and pay the minimum on everything else, and then you get that paid off. And like I said, you just go into the next one, and then you go into the next one. That's the most efficient way to do it to get out of credit card debt.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because mine is like I said, I gave a credit card to my mom. And like it's like it started off at like 8 or 9, and when
Now,
she
now,
got
now,
through
now,
with
hold,
it,
now,
she
hold on,
got through
Shay.
with
Now,
it. Now, and when she got through with it, it was 1,200.
hey, hey, Shay. See, this is the thing with family, man, because family will wreck your credit. You can't be giving a credit card to family members. That's a big no-no.
Uh,
You be better off just giving her cash than letting her
uh,
do credit, because credit's
uh,
going to impact you. You see what I'm saying? The cash, you
yeah.
just going to be out of the cash. You know what I mean?
Uh, uh-huh.
The
Uh-huh.
crib, don't let nobody get on you.
DB, I was trying to be a good daughter and, and,
Nah,
and you
nah,
know,
nah.
check on her and make
It's one thing
sure.
to be a good daughter, right? But it's
Mm,
another thing to be financially irresponsible. These two different
mm,
things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if mama
mm.
needs some money, if you got it, give her the money. Don't give her the credit. Don't give her the
Mm.
credit card. No, that's a big no-no. Don't give anybody your credit. Because who's going to help you pay your credit debt?
Nobody.
There you go. There you go. Ain't nobody going to come by and say, hey, Shake World, take this and put this on your credit card debt. Ain't nobody ever
Yeah,
going to do that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you know,
That's why you
yeah,
protect your credit at all costs, even from
yeah,
your own mama. Like we got to
yeah,
protect ourselves from our own family sometimes.
yeah. But I had to, get that together. I said, "Oh Lord," but she, and she's asking for money for something else for buy her car, and then my brother's done all kind of stuff, and this one credit card just lays in the balance, So I guess she feel like I owe her, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, she, hasn't, paid it off for me.
Hmm.
So I mean, we
And
help
parent,
each
and parent,
other.
yeah, and parents will do that. You owe me kind of stuff, because they'll put you in. They try to guilt you into shit, which ain't
Mm,
healthy. You know what I mean? Because no
mhm,
parent
mhm,
should be guilt tripping their kids. You know what I'm saying? That's
mhm.
not a good thing. If your mama guilt tripping you about you owe me, I did this for you, I did that for you, that ain't a good parent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because good parents don't guilt trip their kids. I would never guilt trip my kids about I did this for you, I did that for you. No, I would never do that.
mm. Yeah, but they do that, So like I said, I'm the oldest of
And
four.
that's why,
You
and that's when you put distance in between you and them. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It don't mean you don't love them. It don't mean you don't love them. You just gotta put some distance in between that.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm kind of proud of myself this month. I really kind of am still. I mean, yeah, as this month comes to a close, y'all, I'm staying on track. I'm staying on track. I just get this month. You gotta shake off fear. You gotta shake fear off. And I'm trying to shake fear off of every aspect of my life, mentally, spiritually, physically. You gotta shake it off because it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You're only here for a short period of time, and after you close your eyes for the last time, I hope you be in glory with God. but you're meant to be a certain way. You're meant to walk in abundance. You're meant to walk in assurity. You're not supposed to walk around being in fear or anxiety about a lot of things. And then, like I said, it's not just always having a lot of money. It's working the money that you have
Mm-hmm.
also. You know,
Yeah.
and I said in my little putt. I said I had to lift the trunk up, lift the hood up, the crank her up, but I got her running.
Mm-hmm.
They make
How's the
fun of me
job
when I
going?
go on my mom that guilt trip is crazy. What you say, DB?
How's the job going?
It's excellent. Like I said, the
Good.
only thing so far, DB, is the damn camera. The damn camera just
Yeah,
goes
don't
off
sweat
and
that.
shit.
Just don't even sweat the
Yeah.
camera. Just as long as you're doing the right thing, don't even worry about the camera. You know what I mean? Just do the right thing. That's all.
Yeah, I have to catch myself and shit with it. I
Don't be
say, oh
breaking the rules, shape. Just do what you're supposed to do. You know what we're supposed to do. We adults here. Just do your job, and the camera, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Just do your job.
but it just goes the hell off, DB, and crazy stuff. Like I could just scratch my forehead and it'll go off. You know
Yeah,
what
well,
I'm
don't
saying?
worry
Like
about that. They
it,
can they,
it,
they can see that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Just don't be doing nothing crazy. That's all. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't supposed to be
Yeah.
touching the phone and all that kind of stuff. Just don't touch the phone. Don't be trying to
Yeah.
be slick, shape world. Don't be trying to be slick now.
I ain't
That
trying to be
camera catch
slick.
you. All right,
I
all
ain't trying to be slick now.
right. Uh-huh.
I be just doing what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I be just trying to do what I need to do, man. But I always have to pull over to a rest area or a truck stop to make any real changes. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
Mm-hmm.
that and the U-turn shit, the sitting duck stuff and the U-turn stuff and all that kind of jazz. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it is what it
Yeah.
is. It
So
is
were
what
you
it
were you,
is.
were you getting inspired by Shannon to get back into the game,
Oh
leasing
yeah,
or
of
whatever?
course. I
Okay.
sis her and Pink Lady Trucker. Oh my God. And they
Okay.
say and
Cause
then
so
she and,
so
and,
you know
and
you
y'all
know you
let
done
these
changed the
ladies
tune,
kill the game. Y'all let the ladies
but
kill the game. Y'all
you
can talk
know
about
you
trucking
changed the
over with.
tune because we asked you a while ago, would you ever lease again? You said nope, I wouldn't lease again. So now you're changing your mind about leasing now?
Not for me. I cheered on for other people. For other people,
Oh,
I cheered on.
so you
For
wouldn't lease again?
not personally for me. If it works
Oh,
for
okay,
you,
okay.
if
No,
you
I got you.
found
I
the
got you.
formula, if you
Oh
found the
no, no, I
formula
get
where
it.
you
Yeah, yeah,
are,
yeah.
if you find a point where you are and it works, cool. But for me,
Got you. But for
the
you,
way
no.
I'm talking to my business consultant and where I'm going, I'm gonna be able to go into a dealership, and kind of choose what I
You want
want.
to go traditional. You want to finance
Yes,
traditional.
yeah,
Well, I
I
got you.
want to kind of work
Nothing
out
wrong with
my
that.
terms because working out your terms for your vehicle is the biggest key of your success. If you
Hmm.
put yourself in too much of a struggle, and it could be a brand new spanking new equipment, all the bells and whistles, but you don't want to be too much of a strain to maintain it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And not like I say, I'm not willing to stop working. I still want to work, but I kind of want to be able to work on my own terms. I want to be able to have that wiggle room, that breathing room. If I still have to be halfway OTR, I'm still willing to do that. I still don't want to be able to touch the West Coast, and you have to be set up a certain kind of way. So when I go, I'm gonna be going to a dealership. I might even go all the way down even to Long Mountain, but Long Mountain is not the first option. I'm gonna be able to go out to a dealer, have my cashier's check, and discuss what I want. Look at the truck that I want, and say this is what I want to pay. That's the way I want to be set up. This is the warranty that I want. They have different warranty packages. They don't just have one thing. I found that out recently. You know that they don't have just one set thing when it comes to the semi trucks and box trucks. You can kind of
Hmm.
choose what you if you set up right, DB. You can actually go into a dealership and kind of demand what you want if you set up right. You know that.
Mm. Yeah.
You definitely,
Oh yeah.
definitely
Oh
can.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? You let people
Oh yeah.
dictate to us what's the best thing for us to do in our business, and we gotta change that around. But you
Because
have to,
most of the time when we go into these dealerships, we don't have our stuff together. We don't
yeah,
have the
yeah,
best credit, or
yeah,
not maybe not enough down payment or whatever. So when
yeah,
you do that, then they get to dictate most of the terms. You know what I mean? But if
yeah,
you go in
yeah,
there
yeah,
with the credit, the money, and things like that, then you get to walk away if you don't like
yeah,
the deal.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And they
yeah,
don't want you
yeah,
walking
yeah,
away. They want your business, especially
yeah,
if you got the good credit and you got the money. They don't want you walking out that door.
yeah, yeah. Of course, I understand
Yeah,
this. These dealerships need you, or they don't make no money.
yeah, you damn right.
It's give and take. It's give and
Yeah,
take. Don't always
yeah.
walk in there saying they're blessing you. It's a give and take. It's a 50-50 thing when you sitting there. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's the kind of way and I'm not. And both of these ladies are doing it through leasing and business credit. So no, shout out to both of them. But like I said, I noticed with both of them, their foundation is totally different than what I was in leasing.
Hmm.
See, I was by myself. I didn't have nobody leading guiding me or step away. I just had other truckers. And a lot of those other truckers I was talking to, like I told you, one of them, I was listening to him and following him. He went to Super Ego for 3 weeks, DB, and then quit.
Hmm.
Super Ego, and he's in a bankruptcy. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
that's not a good combination to what you have going on. He's not married, don't have kids, so I don't understand his situation. And then this boy can tie down anything. He's tied down
Hmm.
glass, bolts, steel, the big old round metal thing. This boy can tie down anything. He got it. He got the math and science down. You know what I'm saying? He's done step deck, you know. And so when he went to Super Ego, I just didn't understand that. So you
Right.
have somebody that have all the skills and the talent and the know-how, but don't have a foundation, and that's what that
Hmm.
looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think 1 year younger than me. He's 39 years old and filing bankruptcy with no kids and no wife. Do you understand that? Like, do you
Yeah.
understand that,
Yeah.
DB, at all? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He's somebody that was leasing. He's leased 4 different times. Um, and yeah. So I say a lot of people that I was listening to and watching, they're no longer in trucking. They was putting up a whole different front end trucking, or they just not really doing that great at it. You have
Right.
to reach outside the box and get to people that really want to focus on business. Like Shannon was saying earlier, you have to focus on somebody with Jeff, Mr. Jeff man that she's highly speaking of. You have to get somebody that's focused on business, somebody that does this for a living, somebody that's they
Hmm.
when they get up in the morning, they kiss their wife and they put their feet down and go in their office. It's business, business, business. You know,
Right.
and they are crafted in that way. They have analyzation in that way, and what could work and not work for you, and you have to pay for that. And we don't want to do that, DB. We don't want to pay nobody for help, and I cannot stress it enough. I don't want to start crying, but you have to pay people to help you, whether it is
Hmm.
counseling, whether it is business. You have to reach out and you have to dig down those coins and get you some release. You have to be willing to do something different, otherwise you're not going to break through, and it's just what it is. You're not going, and like you already have the know-how, you already have the hard but working. It's just like my homeboy. He already knows how to do it. David, he already knows how to do it, but he does not want. I offer to pay for one counseling session for him, like it's $60-$70, and he turned me down because obviously there's some things that's going on. But he has to know he has no business going to somewhere like Super Higo. You know what I'm saying?
I'm.
But you have
I'm.
so many
I'm
people
actually.
that's
I'm
like
actually.
him.
I'm actually glad he turned you down because
Why?
you can't save the world. You got to save shape first. You got to put yourself in the position that you ultimately want to be in before you can help other people. You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with
Yeah,
helping other people, but if you really want to help people, you got to help yourself first, because that
yeah,
gives you the ability to help. That
yeah,
gives you the ability to get back. It's hard to give back when you can't get to what you need to get. You understand? But once you get there, then you go give back. But you got to get to where you're trying to go first before you can start
yeah.
helping other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I
but he
mean,
was he was he was one
financially
that I looked
speaking,
up
I
to.
mean, you
He
can
was one.
always give people information, but when you got to go in your pocket, that's different. When you're not
Yeah,
where you need to be, you know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
can't do that because this
yeah,
money's too hard to make out here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But when you're going to a female and asking a female for a cash app so you can eat, and this is somebody that used to call you by trucking,
Hmm.
and he's had to do that with me, DB.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna say who he
that's
is, but he's had to do.
no, no,
I
you
got to
don't.
keep his
No, it's not.
identity, but
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
don't have to
saying.
say who it
But you
is,
know what
but
I'm saying. So when it gets to that point, and then you're going to super ego, and then you're filing bankruptcy, and then you're asking me just so you can eat, which I gave it. You know what I'm saying. It's not an issue, but this somebody I used to call when I was leasing
hmm
Baby Blue, and I was going through. He was leasing two at the time, and he was winning. He was doing pretty good, and he was on flatbed. You know what I'm saying.
hmm
So I noticed that, like I said, it's okay to have support. Like DB Price said, the support and foundation is two
yeah.
different things, and we got to understand the difference in that. And there's nothing wrong with getting support around you, but you have to have people that are centered in it. That they have education. They have surrounded themselves with the right ideas, and they're open enough to interpret things to you, and also be flexible enough to have different programs for different people, because everybody has a different background what they come through. Everybody looks at money differently. Everybody has a different experience in money. You know what I'm
How do
saying?
you? Let me ask you that. How do you look at money?
I see. I'm gonna give it to you both ways. I see it as a tool for success, and it can also be a tool for disaster. And
Hmm.
that's how I see money.
How do you use money?
I use it for my needs and my goals right now.
Okay.
My needs and my goals. There's a
Do
little
you
bit of
do you
leisure. There's a little bit of leisure to help myself because I'm back out on the road. But I use
do
it
you
for my needs and my goals.
do you have a budget for yourself?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you
Yes, I
stay
do.
strict to it, or you deviate from it?
So far, well, besides me paying for my debt, I've been over my debt this month.
Well,
But
that should be included into your budget. That should be part of whatever your budget
yeah,
is. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Whatever amount you can afford, that needs to be to the debt. You got to have that going towards the debt. Because once you get that debt up off, you get some more wiggle room. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Your
yeah,
money,
yeah.
your money, which is your tool, can go a lot further once you're not paying that debt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Once you get
Yeah.
out of certain area of debt, there's certain loans and credit cards and all that kind
There
of
you
stuff you can
go. You get
open.
some breathing room, and you start
Yeah,
looking more attractive to the lenders. They'll look at your
yeah,
credit history, seeing you've
yeah,
been paying and things like that. Yeah, you start looking more attractive. It's like dating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but right now I'm saying it's hard, y'all. But when I look at my credit score, it's slowly going up. So it's been slowly going up since last year because it was down there. It was like bad. It was like
Hmm.
you wouldn't even give me, you wouldn't even let me fill out the damn credit card for the application. You snatch it out my damn hand like heifer. Or you waste my ink pen. Yeah.
Have you ever taken advice from T Hill about credit? I know you talk to him sometimes. Have you ever taken any advice
um,
from him when it comes to
I
credit?
I do, but he always say just pay off all the debt first. And see, I kind of want to do both, and I think you can do both. You can pay off some of your debt and build your credit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of want to double whammy myself, if you want to say, and you can. Just you have to do it in a certain aspect. You just have to pay off. You have to kind of do like what you say with the snowball effect. It's
Hmm.
kind of that, and like I said, I put $1 in my savings every single day. Every time
Okay.
I swipe my card, $1 goes to my savings account, and that's just kind of
Hmm.
how I've been doing it. And and I'm trying to stay on that. I have like some fewer ducats saved, and I'm trying to increase that. And like I said, I'm trying to stay dedicated here and keep in line with here and there rules. So I keep my income coming in. Just how I kind of know how to play your hand. Yeah, I
Hmm.
know I don't really go out to eat that much. You see me cook my food, my meals all the time. That's the biggest thing that gets a lot of truckers out here. They buy a lot of food. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the pilot right here where I parked it last night, and I went in and out, and I saw one guy. He went to the Wendy's twice. He went to Wendy's when I first parked, and then he went to
Well,
Wendy's again. I said,
now,
Lord,
now hold
you
on. Now
shouldn't be
hold on,
spending
Shay.
money
Hold on.
like that.
Hold
You
on,
spending
Shay.
money like
Hold
that
on.
out here on
Let,
OTR
let me
that we
let me
do.
let me let me. What business of that is yours? Like
But I'm giving him as
watching.
example of him swiping his card and overspending
Yeah,
money out here.
don't worry about other people what they doing. You got to focus on Shay. Put your blinders
We we
on.
gonna we gonna focus
And,
on shape. I'm using it as an example how we get out here on this truck and we get in the mindset. Oh, I got it, I got it, I got it. We swipe that card. So I swipe, and you're messing around and get the overspending. So when he went into the restaurant twice, I say, did he just buy some food? And that used to be me. You know what I'm saying? I guess so we use it as for comfort or whatever it is that we call ourselves doing out here on this road. We will do. That's why a lot of truckers that you see are having a hard time. You find truckers out here trucking 8, 10, 12, 15 years and they don't have real savings. You get what I'm saying? You have to
hmm
be careful.
hmm
Man, it's the mindset. It's also battling depression and all that kind of stuff. So, like I say, I do take a little bit of time for leisure. I do get off the truck. Sometimes when I'm here in Tulsa or Dallas, I do get off the truck.
hmm
I go take
You
myself to a
still keeping
movie.
up with your exercise?
I try to. I try
Hmm.
to. I try to. I try to get my. I post my steps when I hit my goal. I post my
Hmm.
steps on my post. I try to like last night. Last night was too. It
Now
got too late for
let
me
me
to walk
let me
around
ask
too
let me
much.
ask you this: Does that encourage you? Uh, I mean, does it help you when you post your stuff, when you hitting your goals or not hitting your goals? Does it discourage you when you do that? Not hit
No,
your
it
goal?
helps me. It helps
Okay,
me.
that's
It
cool. No, no,
says
no. That's yeah.
it says that I'm
Hmm.
still in the same mindset. I'm not too far off from the
I got you.
mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too
Hmm.
far off the mindset. What I need to
So by
do.
by posting, that helps keep you accountable, so to speak.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I got
And
you.
I'm about
I
to
feel
take
you.
it up to 7,300 steps in a minute. That's what I'm
There
about
you
to
go.
do.
Yeah, crank that shit
Yeah,
up. Yeah,
yeah, I'm about to
we
take
gotta
it
get
up.
you at 10,000.
Yeah, like yesterday, like I think Sunday, I went past my goal on the elliptical. I went an hour and 34 minutes on the
How's your weight
elliptical
loss been
Sunday.
going? You still going down?
I put some of it back. I put some of it back. Like I said,
Okay.
January I went through a fast and I wasn't having any meat. And
Mm-hmm.
some days I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't go. So
Mm.
I don't know if my body was just retaining some of that back. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
feel myself slowly go back down now, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I think my body requires meat.
Well,
I think my body requires meat, though.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Maybe you just need to turn up that to get that fiber in you. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
I
no,
mean, it's just
I'm not
yeah.
excessively overeating. I'm not just eating just because. And then like I said, my dog, DB, my dog Sam, he helps me. He's been a big
And
supporter
plenty of
towards
water.
me and
You
I.
drinking plenty of water, right?
Oh yeah, I try to, but I have to
Yeah.
minimize that because I can't just pull over on the side of the road.
Oh, to
I
go to
have
the
to.
bathroom. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
pull in so because they got the no sitting duck mess. They say they'll fire me in a minute. They
I
pull their
got you.
camera up and I'm on the side of the highway. They not even understanding it unless I'm broke down or in an accident. Yeah,
Uh,
they have stressed that enough. Trust me.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
They have stressed it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, no, I'm gonna get it back together more. So I haven't gone crazy. You know, I'm still extra larges and one extra, so I haven't really gone crazy. But my weight gained back. But like I said, I'm getting to a point where I check myself. You know how it is when you check yourself. Yeah, you check yourself about it. It's like at first just eating for whatever. And like I said, when I think about when I was 300 some pounds out here, all the
Mm-hmm.
money I spent in food.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
so much money. Like the guy I saw
yeah.
last night going into the Wendy's twice. He spent like 30 some dollars at least in one day.
Have you been looking at your bank statement of seeing how much you're spending on food? Have you been keeping track of that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Okay.
do. Like last month, I think I spent $130 on groceries altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Just I looked at all my. You know how you can go through and look at Walmart
Yeah,
because I love
yep,
Wally
yep.
World. I
Absolutely.
love Walmart,
Yeah.
and I think it was like
Mm-hmm.
$130 some. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
try to see if I can minimize that. But y'all know I like steak. I like steak and salmon, so I gotta figure out a way to
Just because
minimize
you like
that.
something, that don't mean it's good for you. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with eating steak, but you gotta don't be eating too much of it. You know what I mean? Because it takes your body
Yeah,
long, especially as we get older. It takes our body longer to digest red meat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I keep track. I keep track of that, how much I spent at the Wally Worlds, and I
Mm-hmm.
try to minimize it like
Yeah,
$100 some.
try to load up on them vegetables. You know what I mean? Try to load up on that. Give yourself a smaller portion of steak and just more vegetables and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they be getting on me by my canned vegetables. They be beating me up.
Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. I mean, of course, canned vegetables are not the best, but it's better than eating, you know what I'm saying, McDonald's or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't
And you
touch
gotta watch
McDonald's at all.
the canned vegetable because they get loaded with sodium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Leave McDonald's alone. Go watch this stuff that they show about McDonald's. Leave McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's at all. Sorry, but I don't.
Hmm
I don't eat it at all.
Or any fast food for that matter. They all pretty much the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm
So I leave McDonald's alone. I've left McDonald's alone for real, for real. I eat it very, very rarely.
hmm
A very, very seldom type thing. But
Yep. Yep.
just look at your budget, how much you really spend, how much you make in a month, and really look at the dollar what you spend. Like I said, being on the
hmm
road, you can swipe that
Now,
card and swipe that card.
when you come home, do you meal prep? At least try to get you, enough meals for I don't know a week or so. I don't know. Do you do that?
When I'm at home, I'm only home for a day or two, so I don't really meal prep at home. I
Oh,
meal prep
okay.
more on the trucks. Y'all seen with my little green containers? Like today, I'm going
Okay.
to meal prep. Today, I'm meal
Okay.
prepping.
Good. Good. So you're able to meal prep on the truck. That's good. Hmm
Yeah, so I meal
hmm
prep. I got my little skillet does the work.
There you go. Good. Good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, because
Yep.
I'm only home for like a 10-hour reset, a 34-hour reset, which is kind of frequently, but yeah, we all right. We all right.
Hmm
We all right for real. You know what I
All
do,
right.
DB? You know what I do,
But
DB? And I'm gonna let you go. I'll go back and look at my older videos. I'll go back at my older pictures, and I'm like, wow, I don't want to go back to that state of depression. You know that you ever
Hey,
see
get
that
to
with
that dog.
yourself?
That dog back
You
there.
go
That
back.
dog back there wants your attention.
He all right. He all right.
He wants your
He playing
attention.
with stuff. He playing with. But did you hear what I said though?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said? I go
Yeah.
back and look at those older pictures and videos, and I say, "Wow, I was just coping." You know what I'm saying? I was just
hmm
coping. That's what kind of helps me, keeps me to doing some of my walking some days, and keeps me on task. And you know, I was just doing stuff. I was just trying to pay off a truck, and the truck was my only focus. And you got to
Yeah.
have other things going on in life besides just the equipment. You know what I'm saying? To keep yourself
Yeah.
balanced, you have to have a healthy mindset all the way around. Otherwise, you're not gonna be successful.
Yep. All right. Well, good luck on your journey, Shape. Good talking to you. We'll catch up with you.
Yeah, you sniffling. You sniffling. Take you some cold medicine. Take you
I
some
just
cold
no. I
medicine.
just I just got all. I just got over a cold, a bad cold.
You
Yeah.
sure? You
I'm. Just,
sniffling right now? Don't I hear you
listen.
sniffling?
But I said I just got over it. Like it hit me hard. I'm not all the way out the woods, but I'm coming out the woods.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hit me.
Make sure you
Hit me.
bundle
Hit me
up.
and my wife. What's
Let me
that?
bundle you. Make sure you bundle yourself up out there riding around trying to show us no trucks in the snow. Your ass get
Mm.
sick.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry about us, man. We all right. We're gonna be all right.
All right. I appreciate
All
you,
right.
boo. I
All right.
appreciate
Take
you.
care. All right. Later.
All right. All right, y'all. All right. Dirty Breakfast on. I appreciate it. Let me go and get up out of here. I don't even think they sent your girl no load yet. So I guess we're going to get us a few minutes of walking in. Because he acting a fool up here. Hold on, y'all. Up. Let me see if they, I hope I'm not going right back to Houston. That's all I'm praying. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. They ain't put nothing on you, girl, yet. My time been back for like the last 40 minutes. So, yeah, we'll see. They're probably going to send my ass back down to Houston. But like I said, get on these low boards and look at these dog food loads. They are moving. You can definitely make you some money. You can definitely keep your truck moving, keep them wheels going. In dog food, I ain't never think dog food moved as much like that, but it most definitely is. Okay, but I love y'all. Subscribe, like, comment. Shout out to DB. Shout out to D Price. Shout out to Shannon and Sinister. Who else is on here? DL. Harpo. I appreciate all y'all. I don't know what T Hill is at. I guess his behind must still been asleep. But I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I will talk to y'all later.